Listener discretion advised. Book Chub features discussions of mature themes. It is not intended for young and sensitive ears.
We were playing dominoes tonight, and like I'd read everything and I took notes, but then
Huh?
I'm like, okay, I gotta get myself organized, because if I don't get myself organized, I'm gonna be even more poorly prepared than I usually am.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, today I'm really gonna make it work. I'm really gonna do an outline. I'm gonna have things prepped beforehand, and then we're
Oh, right.
playing dominoes. And I'm sitting thinking about, like, no, this is family time. Make family time a priority. This is what we should do.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like as the dominoes keep like adding up, or the games get
Uh-huh.
more challenging, I'm just like, dude, this was a
Sure.
long part.
I
No, no.
know.
Oh, and I'm only
It's so
saying
cool.
that to make you feel bad.
Oh, good. Okay.
I
Oh,
feel real guilty.
I almost didn't feel bad, so.
Well, thanks for coming back, Jason. I always like it when folks decide to rejoin.
Yeah, this is a scary book.
Oh my God, it's so
I
scary.
almost didn't make it.
Did you poopy in your pants?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. We little poopy in your panties.
Several times.
Ugh, panties is so
Yeah.
gross. It's the worst word in the entire world. It's real bad.
It's
It's nasty.
not a good one.
Well, speaking of wet diapers,
Yeah.
actually, that doesn't even work. Let's see. Speaking of potentially dirty situations.
Potentially moist panties.
Ugh, ugh. Yes. Okay, here we go. That's perfect. Welcome back to this is Oh wait, hold on. Let me just
Fa-
think about that for one more second.
oh no! If you watched Fantasia instead of reading this book, then you got into the wrong story.
Well, that's almost what I said. Welcome back to Phantasmic or whatever.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Fantasia.
Dun,
Um,
dun, 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 dun.
I like it. Okay, so we are just plowing through this ghost adventure of sorts.
That's right.
We're on the second episode of Phantasma by Kaylee Smith, and so this episode we're going to be reading and covering pages 63 to page 136 for those of you who are reading along in the book.
Yeah.
It's the chapters called The Price through all the way through Vermin.
Yeah. Pretty much night one and night two of the Phantasma experience.
Yes,
Yeah.
the first two layers of this 10-layer dip that
Mm-hmm.
is this book.
Yeah.
So, Jason, are you scared? Are you shaking in your panties?
Yes.
I think that's only fair. I mean, it's a spooky situation going on.
Mm-hmm.
It feels very Interview with the Vampire meets some sort of haunted mansion sorts of
Mm-hmm.
things.
Yep.
So we're on where we left us last time is like, mom is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia is a necromancer.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her sister Bocephus, what's her name?
Genevieve.
Genevieve.
Bocephus was close.
Bocephus, I feel like, was real close.
Yeah.
Vociferous.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, which I didn't realize till the end of this section that she calls her Vivi.
Mm-hmm.
So that works, whatever. So Genevieve is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Then Ophi, which is hilarious because that
Yeah.
sounds like she's a big oaf, but whatever.
Yeah.
So Ophi finds a note left by Genevieve, and so Ophelia just assumes that she entered this Phantasma games.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have assumed, like, by that letter that your sibling was entering the Phantasma games?
No, probably not. I probably would have thought she went off somewhere else. But I don't know.
I
I
feel
guess
like I
there
would
I
have
guess there
checked.
was
Right,
I
I
guess
would
there
have
was some
checked more
context
places.
clues.
Yes. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like I would have checked more places. So I
Yeah.
feel like, I feel like Ophi really wants to get into, she I
Hmm.
feel like the demons are drawing her in. Her necklace is kind of not, I don't think that it's doing her right. I don't think
Hmm.
it's doing good by her. So
Yeah.
the beginning of chapter 8, it's Ophi's decided to just basically enter the Hunger Games of
Hmm.
horror. And so she jumps out the carriage. She's got some really angry mom vibes. Like I
Hmm.
feel like she's at that point where she's like has no patience for anyone, and she's super annoyed, and the town's all looking at her, and she's like meeting the first person that's outside the house,
Yes.
who he's like this weird guy. And I mean, they all seem like Herman Munster. That's really what I think is happening here.
Oh yeah, that's who you're picturing.
Yeah, I'm just picturing like Lurch. That's what I
Okay.
what I think is happening. He's just like,
Yeah.
oh, welcome. And then he sort of breaks down for her like the rules of the game. So
Right.
you don't get the a like I think there's like a couple people she talks to. Am I wrong about the
She
game?
had, yeah, she's are you talking about like there's some ghosts that are kind of like messing with her head while she's kind of approaching the is that what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, there's
Well,
like kind of like a bloody
yes.
horror ghost. Yeah.
Right. I thought before she enters the house, they also like, hey, here are a couple rules. You can't exit the game like while it's happening unless you're getting help from the devil. And you also like fall in love at your own risk.
Mm,
It's basically
yeah.
what that guy is like telling her. Is that the disemboweled guy?
Um yeah, I forgot because there's similar things happen throughout this entire section
Yeah.
that this part I just kind of remember she has an encounter with some apparitions that are sort of
Ah,
like
got it.
messing with people or messing with her while she's trying to approach or enter the house, and they're kind of like, hey, if you can't handle this, then you can't handle Phantasma, that kind of vibe. And I can't remember exactly, the I can't remember a lot of the details. And I also kind of forget this guy because the guy she talks to, I totally remember what you're talking about when
Yeah.
she there's a guy that's out there who's basically like
He's
working
the
for Phantasma.
he's the Phantasma bouncer. I'm
Yeah,
imagining disemboweled Lurch
right.
as the Phantasma bouncer, wearing he's wearing a
Hmm.
shirt that just says security.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And he like looks into her mind and and pulls out her greatest fears. So basically,
Mm,
Ophi's like taking this
yes,
angry ride. She wants to do is find her sister. She keeps asking about her sister. Nobody wants to give her the information. This
right.
dude with his guts basically out of his body greets her at the door and is like, "What's your greatest fear?" And she's like, "I don't have time for that."
Uh-huh.
Um, it's just it's and the whole like falling in love at your own risk. So it
Hmm.
brings me, a couple of questions, Jason.
Hmm.
Do you feel like this could be a valuable reality TV dating show?
Um, I think, I think this type of thing would make an interesting reality show.
Yeah,
I think it would be a weird setting for dating, a reality dating show.
I think that would be,
I'm trying to picture it. I mean, hey man, I have to say like we got it sort of reality TV had this sort of like crescendo
yeah,
in the kind of the 2005 to 2010 era where
yeah,
things got crazier and crazier, and then all of a sudden they got too crazy, and then it like got all reined in, and now the kind of the only thing that exists are more or less tame reality shows. But I could see something like this happening in 2005 or something, 2006,
yes.
on
It
VH1.
it went from that like human experiment of the real world
Hmm.
all the way to like Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Jersey Shore. There you go.
Yeah, or like Tila Tequila, a shot of love with Tila Tequila.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, and now we're back at the British Bake Off
Hmm.
and like the
Right.
ceramics competition,
Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah.
Um, so one of the rules is like you can't leave, like if you enter the games,
Hmm.
they basically pull all of your greatest fears out of your mind. We don't know what Ophi's greatest fear is because she's blocked that,
Hmm.
which is rightfully so by the author. You got to build some suspense, but
Hmm.
she's hates that she is scared of losing her sister. And then she's like something that's really her actual greatest fear, but we don't learn that what it is.
Right.
So
Hmm.
then she enters the house, and then the disemboweled lurch is, telling her the rules and, talking about where she's going to be staying and the
Hmm.
fact that you can't end. So once the levels start and you start playing the game, you
Yeah.
can't leave without help from the devil,
Hmm.
and I'm like, that sucks. But then I started thinking, it's like, do you think that selling your soul to the devil is like a real thing that happens in our actual lives? And do you think that's why Keanu Reeves is so sad?
Oh, it could be. I never thought of that. Yeah, in a metaphorical sense, I think, one could sell their soul to the devil, you know.
Yeah. Do you think there's any?
I,
Well, no, that could be a loaded question. I want to ask you if you think anyone has sold their soul to the devil in actuality, but
I
that's a podcast for another time.
I gotta wonder about anybody who's a billionaire,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just,
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves doesn't age, and he
Uh-huh.
just looks sad all the time. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like maybe early on in his career, he's like, yeah, sure, I want to be famous, like Bill
Yeah.
and Ted's. Like,
Hmm.
who? No one other than Keanu from Bill and Ted really did anything.
Well, there was only Bill and Ted, so
I
poor
guess
poor Ted, poor Alex Winters.
we're batting 50.
Yeah. That's it.
Great.
Hey, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
I mean, that's great. That's perfect.
I'm sure Alex has things going on.
Yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, what is your greatest fear, Jason, in bed? I'm just kidding. I don't need to know that.
um oh, my greatest fear. Gosh.
Unrealistic greatest fear. That's a good one. Like
Unrealistic
irrational.
fear. Well,
Yeah.
there are some things that happen in these chapters that if they happen to me in real life, like I would not be sticking around.
Oh, hell yeah.
There is no. I'm like I basically the first thing that happens to Ophelia, and we haven't gotten there yet, so I don't want to
Yeah.
jump the gun.
Oh, I'll
But
get
like
there. This is gonna be long.
the first thing that happens to her, I'd be like, Forget it.
Yeah,
Oh, no
absolutely.
thanks. I'm out. I'm
Yeah,
out."
you lost me at the cat.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
But also, and I've said this, I'm pretty sure I said this last episode, but it says that you win a magical prize. Like the
Mm,
fact that it's vague makes it
mm.
seem like I don't understand why anyone would sign up for this,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I mean, if it was like, okay, Mr. Beast has a big giant box with $5 million cash in it,
Yeah.
I totally understand why all these people would be signing up for this
Right.
immediately. But just I mean, I know that this is a world where magic exists, but I
Yeah.
mean, unless this is like omnipotent power,
Right. Unless it's like a freaking genie, you like have
yeah,
great cosmic powers.
yeah,
Eeny bitty living space.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
And I'm sure and I'm sure that's I'm sure like that's the mystery of the story, and I'm sure that once we get there, when they reveal what the magical gift is, which I don't know what it is,
Right.
it's probably going to be something that seems worthwhile or
Yeah.
will have made sense. But at this point in the story, where everybody is entering this haunted mansion and they don't know what the goal is, it's like, why?
Right.
And I get that they basically kind of set up everybody's motivation, and for the
Yeah.
most part I think it's everybody who's their financial reasons. Everybody is
Everyone has made
their family is, yeah, they're lost their fortunes, and so that they're entering this contest to get their fortunes back. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't know why they're assuming that whatever the prize is will give them financial gain,
Right.
there's nothing has been,
No one has said
there's no
this. Like,
evidence of this.
not one person
Yeah,
has been like, yo, you're gonna get $1 million if you win this game.
right.
No, no, I'm out. You're right.
Hmm.
I mean, I'd walk up and I'd be like, nope, 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 nope. Your bowels are outside of your body. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, there's you no, absolutely not. And it really is a financially motivated thing. So we like,
Mhm.
and we hear that from a lot of characters. So maybe that's what makes kind of like Ophelia sort of like noble, because
Mhm.
she we find later in, in this particular section that she's like helpful to others. She doesn't want to make friends, but
Yeah.
she's like still like has like morals and shit. I was
Mhm.
gonna ask you what the worst thing that has ever come out of your bowels is.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, hamster.
Uh, uh,
Mhm. Yep.
just like like sheer size of, you know.
Yeah, no, I think the worst thing that ever came out of my bowels was something I couldn't prevent coming
Oh,
out of my bowels.
yeah, right.
Yeah, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Let's go. Okay. It's for the best.
I really think so, because there's there's a couple of things in life. I asked you what your greatest fear is,
Hmm.
and it can be an irrational fear,
Hmm.
which you mentioned. Wait, did you
Yeah.
tell me? Sorry.
Yeah, I might be able, if we're talking about like if we're talking about a scary apparition, I want to say that maybe I would be able to push through, but once we get into something that's more like tangible
Yeah,
that happens later, I'd be nope.
yeah.
Yeah.
I started thinking about it. Like my biggest irrational fear
Uh-huh.
is flying. Like legitimately, I know it's
Oh,
irrational,
okay.
but like it's really terrifies me. But
Yeah.
the more I thought about this my second greatest fear is pooping myself.
Oh, yep.
Because I think I have legit panic attacks if I think I'm about to shit my pants.
Yeah.
Like then I'm like, oh, it's over. It's
Hmm.
over. Life is
Yep.
over. I mean, I might as well, never come out of the house again because I just
Hmm.
pooped myself. Which, like, in all reality, can we normalize diapers?
Yeah.
I want to throw it out there. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
It was like the other day when I was looking up recliners. I was like, oh my gosh, I've reached that level. I
I'm gonna confess something to you right now.
Oh geez, do you have a recliner?
I just bought a recliner. I bought two.
Like in a non-ironic way. Like not like
Yeah.
I'm in college and this was a hand-me-down. Like you
Oh,
legitimately bought a recliner.
no, I love it. I'm at the time of my life when I was like, all I want is a recliner. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So I was crocheting one night
Hmm.
and I just wanted to recline. Like
Yeah.
I was makeshifting my own reclining. And then
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm just gonna look up modern recliners. And then I almost like broke out in a sweat
Oh.
that I was at that point in my life where I was looking up in a non-ironic way
Uh-huh.
recliners.
Oh, is there a stigma to recliners? Is this like a strictly old person type thing?
I feel like when you walk into someone's house and they have a real cozy recliner,
Hmm.
you go, yes,
Yeah.
they're empty nesters,
Yes. Oh, I see.
you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, that could be me being judgmental.
Hmm.
Speaking of being judgmental,
Hmm.
uh, Phantasma.
Yes.
So Ophelia basically is like scoping out the competition. So
Hmm.
part of what that is it Zed, the host ghost
Hmm.
is
Zell.
Zell, like
Uh-huh.
hell. Oh, do you
Yeah.
notice they always capitalize hell in this book? I'm like,
Hmm.
okay,
Okay.
you're making it a whatever, a noun. Great.
Hmm.
Um,
Proper noun.
proper noun. There you go. Oh, it's proper.
Hmm.
Nouns be proper. So Zell is basically like she's asking questions. She's like, "Where's my sister?" He's like, "I can't
Hmm.
tell you that." She looks
Yeah.
like that. He's like, "I still can't tell you that." Then she's like, "Well, how many people are here?" He's like, I don't know." And then she's like, and then he's like, "Well, there's 9 groups." And then she's like, "How many people are in the groups? Is it
Hmm.
more or less than this group?"
Yeah.
She's the last group. So
Right.
he's like, "There's some groups with more, some groups with less." But we find out that the groups aren't going to meet each other until after like level 7 of
Mm.
this horror bean dip.
Yeah.
And so
Quick
there
quick
are,
question is am I
yeah,
so her group has about 20 to 25 people, isn't it? Something like that?
I thought it was 9.
Oh, I think no. There's 9 groups, but
Uh,
her group has like 20 people, right?
yes, and we've met
Did I
Cade and like Izzy,
Lucy
Lucy, and
or
then we
something
meet a
like that?
couple other people.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, but don't they name off all the rooms? Oh, because she goes from like room 401 to like 426. Like she has like the last room.
Yes, that's right. 20, yeah, so 25 people. Yeah, so there's 25 rooms between that number range.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I think that's was that the question? I'm sorry, did I cut you off? Did you have an actual question besides the number of people?
No, I was just because the reason why I asked is because by the end of this section, they're sort of down to four people. Now, I have a
Yes.
feeling that there are more people that survive that encounter.
Yeah, the
Um,
Beastmaster encounter.
yeah, but but I was just trying to get a sense of how narrow we've gone from for how many people we started with to how narrow it's become at the end of this section.
Well, definitely because of what she went through in her room. Like,
Hmm.
I would leave when you're
Oh
talking
yeah,
about like nightmare fuel. Like, she's
yeah.
living in nightmare fuel. So she asks Zell all these questions. He's kind of
Hmm.
being cagey about it, but basically she learns she's not going to meet anybody else till after like layer 7.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then she also starts talking to people, and she just doesn't. She's not trying to make friends.
Uh-huh.
She's like, whatever, I can't handle it. You guys are done. So then
That's
she,
right.
yeah, exactly. So then she goes up to her room, and she notices that there's like cat Poe
Hmm.
the cat, as we learn later.
Yeah.
He's like lapping it up in her room, and then he's like purring, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna jump through this wall. Why don't you come with me? She
Uh-huh.
opens her bookcase, and she's like, sure, I'll go down this weird hallway, and then sees
Yeah.
like crazy eyes and comes after her. And basically I imagine the gargoyles from Ghostbusters running
Uh-huh.
after her and then like scratching her. So like
Yeah.
she follows the cat behind the bookcase. Like, I'm not following the cat. Like, I'm just throwing it out there. Like, the cat left and went through the wall, and I'm done. Good.
Yep.
You go your way.
Yeah.
So I thought it, ugh, I don't know.
I kind of wanted the cat to be her mom,
Oh, it
but
might still be though.
it could be, but it doesn't seem like it because I think the cat's gendered as a male cat, right?
Oh, well, who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe her mom was a man.
Could be. Could be.
Sorry, I gotta bring in my dog real quick. Hi, honey. Oh,
Oh.
hey, baby. You're okay. He like hurt his paw, but no, we're good. All right, we're back in action. Speaking of the gargoyles from Ghostbusters, that's basically
Hmm.
what my dog is.
The terror dogs.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
I just let in my hellhound.
Uh-huh.
So she deals with the cat, and then there's so much to cover, man.
Yeah.
She left the room because the Zool creature chased her back through the portal, but he
Yes.
scratches her, and this is when we learn she has like magic healing powers.
Right. Right. But
So
also
yeah.
she doesn't exit the passageway in the area in the same place that she entered. She ends up somewhere else. I think another room that it seems like a room, and then when she turns around, she's in a closet or actually doesn't she exit the room, and then when she turns around, it's a like a storage closet.
So there's a couple closets
Okay.
in this story. I so she ran away from the gargoyle,
Yeah.
and then she left. She either like left the room, or she landed in what sexy Ghost Anderson Cooper's like dining hall.
Oh, but that's a different thing that happened.
Okay, I got real confused about the whole like where she was.
Yeah.
I wasn't completely sure if she was hallucinating or not,
Hmm.
because she has these blue flashy. Okay, we also learned that she heals fast.
Right. Yeah.
So then she keeps trusting her necklace to lead her around. So she's following the cat, and I think
Right.
she leaves the room, and then that's when that portal opens up. There's
Hmm.
that door that won't open, and then
Hmm.
that's when she meets Ghost Anderson Cooper, who she had
Right.
already met in the fields before. And I think this is all before the ghoul even shows up.
Uh-huh. So yeah, so she has the encounter with the terror dog. She
Yeah.
exit the she exits the passageway. She's in the hallway, and she encounters a phantom named Blackwell, who she recognizes as the disembodied voice that she met the night before.
Oh, wait. Do you think the thing that was behind the bookcase was the hellhound?
Oh, that's what I thought it was, right? I think they said that was a ghoul, but it's a different ghoul than we
Oh,
encounter later
because
the next morning.
there's the bookshelf
Yeah.
hound thing that
Uh-huh.
scratches her.
Yeah.
Then there's the ghoul that's in her bathtub that's bleeding everywhere.
Right, right. Which may be the same ghoul, but I think it's different because of location and description.
Right?
Yeah, she gets slashed by the terror dog,
Yes.
and that would be the point when I leave.
Oh, you wouldn't have left it bowels?
I I I want to say that if we're talking about a transparent, obvious apparition that's just trying to mess with me, I'd be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, maybe if I maybe I could do this. But as soon as something like physically touches me and makes me bleed, I'm like, you know what? And they talk about how the ghouls aren't going to kill you at this stage in the game, but I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, but it's demonstrated that it could kill me. So
Yes.
I don't want to get to the stage where the terror dog does kill me.
Right.
Right?
I'm out. I'm
Right.
out. Like this
Right.
is not worth it. I'm like, sell the house. I don't give a
Yeah.
shit. I'm not gonna risk my life. And if my sister's dumb enough to go into some like again, the seven
Yeah.
layer dip of this house, like I'm
Yeah.
not, that's her on her. I'm like,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm not going after you. You made your decision. So
Hmm.
in the chapters, they call the sexy, Ghost Anderson Cooper the stranger.
Uh-huh.
I was just wondering, do you know what the stranger is?
Oh yeah.
Could you explain it to me?
It's where you sit on your hand and make it numb enough where no, what was the question? I don't think I know. I don't think I know the answer to this.
I've had to explain to my mom what a rusty trombone was.
Oh no. No one should ever explain that to their mother.
Yeah, it was really my mom once told me too at a Benihana's that if you're down there too long, you're just not doing it right.
Oh wow.
I love my mom. But
Yeah.
she didn't know what she said that to me, but she didn't know what a rusty trombone was.
So I have to point out that
Yes.
not only did she say this at a restaurant, but she said this at a teppanyaki restaurant where you sit with strangers.
I hadn't thought about it like that. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? Now
We're gonna have your mom on the podcast.
I think we should. She would love it.
Yeah.
She would just oh man, she's a hoot. That's all
Yes.
I can say. And then she can but I'm gonna make her listen to everything beforehand so
Hmm.
she can also shame spiral into questionable decisions she made as a 20-year-old.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who am I to judge?
Yeah. Oh, so this is the first, like, we're probably what, 130 something pages in at this point. And so
Uh-huh.
this is the first, even just more graphic suggestion. I mean, this is
Uh-huh.
the book chub. This is the book chub podcast.
Yeah.
And so far, we've had no chubs. There's been no
Mm-mm.
chubs
Nope.
except for a suggestive washcloth scene where
Yes. Hmm.
she's thinking about what's his face
Yeah.
and like oh but she prevents herself from like bathing in such a fashion where a washcloth would
Right.
float suggestively to her nether regions.
Right. Right.
You
Yep.
know,
Hmm.
I don't mind. I mean, I just think she should just let it happen. So
Yeah.
then so then is this where she runs away from the bloody ghoul? And I think she ends up
Uh-huh.
in the dining room with dead end with what is it? His name Blackwell. And that's when
Uh-huh.
she like learns his name and he like
Yeah.
propositions her. Because
Hmm.
doesn't he take her to the broom closet at this point?
Yes. Here's the way the sequence of events happens in my mind.
Yeah, she
So
crash lands
she
in the dining room.
she gets slashed by the ghoul in the secret passageway. She
Hmm.
exits the secret passageway. She meets Blackwell,
Hmm.
who escorts her back to her room.
Oh, and
She
he
goes
snaps his finger and the ghoul goes away.
Well, that's later, but
Oh,
he escorts her back to her room. She goes into her room, she bathes, she sleeps for a little bit, and then when she wakes up, that's when she sees the bloody ghoul emerging from, I think, the bathtub
yes.
that she had used the night before or early in the in the midnight hours, and then she opens the door where she's confronted by a void, and
Yes.
rather than face the ghoul that's basically coming towards her, she jumps into the void, falls, and ends up in the dining hall where Blackwell is again. and
Yes.
and they talk. He makes this
Drink.
suggestion
Oh, the suggestion.
of a bargain.
Yes.
um she also talks about that he had mentioned when he was a disembodied voice that he could be released with a heart and a key.
Yes.
And he not only doesn't remember her, he doesn't remember saying that,
His
but
memory
then,
sucks.
yeah, but then he's also intrigued by this because this is a clue that he needs, that she's given him. So, we have this sort of like beneficial relationship between Blackwell and Ophelia. I'm wondering if Blackwell's timeline is is not
Oh,
linear.
maybe
If
it's super slow.
Yeah, or well, that could be it. Or if in his timeline the original disembodied voice encounter happens later in his life.
Oh, yeah. Well, because then when he says to her, he's like, because so basically he's also like, I want to protect you, or I
Hmm.
will protect you, and I'll make
Yeah,
like the bloody ghoul go away, and I'll
right.
help you through all the way to like level 7.
Yes.
And this is when they make that like blood bargain or
Or he suggests it, but she doesn't want to do it.
right.
Like she declines at this
Yeah,
point.
it would
Hmm.
take because if she fails succeeding in
Hmm.
doing the task he's asking her to do,
You're right.
he gets 10 years of her life.
Oh yes, that's right. That's the price of the blood bargain.
Yeah, and she's like, nah, nah, I'm all right. I'm gonna go
Right.
do this. I'm gonna do this first test, and
Hmm.
you can kick rocks because I'm all I'm doing is looking for my sister, and I don't know you anyway. But I do
Hmm.
think it's funny when he's like, who are you again? Have you
Hmm.
have you ever experienced that where somebody just cannot remember you?
I don't know, but I know but I've done that to
Other
people.
people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Have you ever been like, have you kind of the person where it's like somebody's been like, yeah, we've met before, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, whoops.
I I swear I was in college. I went to this event and I met like 1,000 people all in 1 minute,
Hmm.
right? And then like later on the same day, I was somewhere and someone bumped into me and they're like, Jason. And I was like, oh, do I know you? And they looked at me like, well, I met you an hour ago or something like that. And I just felt so bad. But but it was because I had met like so many people like all at one time.
I've 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 done that
Yeah.
before, and it's real embarrassing because I
Oh yeah.
genuinely feel really bad
Yeah.
because it's not like I'm not trying. Remember when my friend left post-it notes all over my desk at work,
Uh-huh.
and
Oh yeah, yeah.
and I thought it was you?
Your friend, yeah, your friend Jason.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah, yeah. We were very new coworkers, and you thought I was already punking you.
Yeah. Well, part of me was like, I I don't really quite understand why he would do this.
Right. Yeah.
For anyone listening, Jason and I had worked together at one point in our lives.
Uh-huh.
And in my cubicle, I came to work one day and saw a bunch of post-it notes of like, "Hey Jenny," like it was all like silly comments,
Uh-huh.
and then it even had like a like a smiley face with a beard and
Oh yeah, that's right.
in glasses. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, and then it was like, dash Jason. So it
Uh-huh.
wasn't like love notes or anything by any
Yeah.
means. It was basically just like, I was here type of
Yeah.
thing. And then for the life of me, I just could not figure out who it was. And I thought
Hmm.
it was you. And I was really, really confused.
Right.
And I was like, why would
And
he?
I think you called me out too. You were like, You're like,
Yes.
hey, I found all the notes you left, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Ah, man, you're like, I have a wife.
Yeah,
We're very happy. Can you back
that's right.
up?
That's right.
And I'm like, what? Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Um, whew, okay, so then they Ophelia gets ready to do the first test.
Uh-huh.
And so then she finds out that it's all of the tests are based on the nine circles of hell.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but they only talk about a few. So there's the
Mm-hmm.
circle of violence,
Mm-hmm.
circle of greed,
Mm-hmm.
gluttony, and limbo.
Yeah.
And violence is being torn apart. Greed is
Mm-hmm.
watching all your shit get burned.
Yeah.
Gluttony is running forever, like with no stop.
Okay. Yep.
Did you remember this part?
Not really. I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
I do. I don't remember I don't remember the descriptions you're going through, but yeah, I know that it's based on the nine circles of hell. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and so
Yeah.
limbo was basically what this challenge was modeled after,
Ah,
because
okay.
you were kind of like you couldn't hear anything, you couldn't see anything,
Mm-hmm.
so basically like all of the contestants are there and the host is like, okay, once you walk through this portal to start the first test, like there's no backing out, you got to do it. And
Mm-hmm.
so like, but people can say no, and then I think like that Lucy girl is like, that asshole dude is basically like laughing at everybody, and Lucy's
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna show you, you assholes.
And he's her cousin. That's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
Which is like even worse. My cousin punched me in the eye one time,
Yeah.
and he felt really he felt really bad about it.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah,
Cool story.
awesome story, bro. Oh man. So yeah, she's like, I'm gonna go in, whatever. So then Ophelia goes in, and then that's kind of when we get like the real lowdown about the limbo situation. But I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was funny that gluttony wasn't like overeating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, do you think like the cast of Seven is like secretly hiding? Do you think it's Kevin Spacey as the devil?
Oh, we can only hope.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Bleh. Not
Yep.
to not trigger warning. Sorry.
Nope.
Um, anywho, so she, like, I just thought that the
Mm-hmm.
gluttony thing, I was really surprised that it wasn't eating. It was just like running nonstop. And I feel like that would
Uh-huh.
be my husband's worst nightmare.
Okay.
Worst nightmare.
Yeah.
So, okay. So she's running around she's basically in a maze, which
Mm-hmm.
is limbo. And so she keeps trying, she figures out a way to use her magic to mark her way through the maze, but all the walls keep like closing in on her.
Mm-hmm.
Then at the very end, she runs into Bo and Cage. What's his name?
Cade.
Cade.
Cade. Yeah. Cade and
I
Bo.
just
Yeah.
went straight Mortal Kombat on that.
Right.
Cage and
Mm-hmm.
Sonya.
Ooh.
You know?
Yep.
So then she runs in, and like the hellhound is sleeping at first. And so
Mm-hmm.
in her mind, she's like, nah, I got this. I'm gonna, like just play it safe, and I'm just gonna understand my surroundings. But
Yeah.
Cade and Bo are like, nah, we're just gonna like, be all masculine about it and just wake up the hound and save ourselves. But
Yeah.
then some like a side character enters the hallway,
Yes.
and she saves this younger person. We don't know who this
Right.
person is yet.
Right.
And
He does piss himself and throw up.
oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He did. Why
Yep.
did he have to piss himself?
Yeah. I
Uh,
I mean, I the that monster dog is pretty scary.
yeah, the monster
Yeah.
was super scary.
Yeah.
Ugh, I guess so, whatever. But she was just like,
Yeah.
I'm good. So she's all magical and shit. And
Yeah.
then they get through the trap door. Then they're back in the dining hall. Like there was just so much that happened. And then all the dining hall, like she's
Hmm.
mad at Cade and
Hmm.
Bo, and then Bo
Yeah.
turns out to just like be kind of an idiot
Uh-huh.
guy. And then all of a sudden spiders erupt through the room
Hmm.
and snakes.
Yeah.
And then
Well, I
she,
think was it
yeah.
is it snakes plural or just like one big monster snake?
Basically, she gets dropped into Indiana Jones.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
It's snakes. She's
So
super. Yes, go ahead.
There's a lot of imagery in here that when
Yeah.
in my imagination, I'm basically like kind of remixing and synthesizing a lot of scenes from Harry Potter.
Yes.
Like the maze. I'm thinking of the Goblet of Fire, right?
Yes.
The maze, and then there's the hound that's guarding the secret passageway or something that happens in the Sorcerer's Stone. Um, and then
Y-
every time I imagine, um, I imagine Blackwell, he's floating around like, um,
Nearly headless Nick.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, oh yeah, because nearly headless Nick, or he basically is like Ghost Lucius Malfoy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, yeah. I
because
I
near
could see that.
yeah, because remember the dude that was disemboweled, it was like one ghost, and then the another ghost showed up, and she was saying that his head was just almost attached, like almost completely detached from his
Mm-hmm.
body. So it's like that's nearly headless Nick.
Uh-huh. Yep,
Yeah, and that
that's true.
hellhound, yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
three-headed guy
Yeah.
guarding the sorcerer's stone.
Yeah. And the snake comes out, that's like the basilisk.
Yes. Oh
Uh-huh.
my gosh, do you think this is Harry Potter fan fiction?
I think I could see this being heavily inspired,
Mm-hmm.
by Harry Potter, and hey, I'm no shade on the author.
No.
I think this is all kind of fun stuff. There's a lot in here that's different than Harry Potter. It's definitely meant to be darker and
Sexier.
it
But where's all the
seems
sexy?
yeah, right. That's right. Gotta
Mm.
get gotta get Hermione up in here.
Right. Well, I was
Uh,
thinking missed opportunity to name it Harry Twatter and the
mm,
Sorcerer's Bone.
yeah. I'm gonna Google that right now and see what
No.
comes up.
Mm-mm. Do your kids have access to your computer? Do not Google that.
Oh, okay. That's right.
It's this is the section of the pod where Jason talks about what you should not Google.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so one you're right, one big ass snake. Like,
Uh,
but what Blackwell shows up before the like while the snake is there. So they haven't made the deal yet. And he's like,
right.
don't worry, girl, I got you. And
Yeah.
then he tells her to run when he tells her to, and
Yep.
she's like waiting there and she has zero patience. She's got the mad mom at an amusement park vibes. Like she's
Hmm.
got zero patience. She's like one cry session away from saying, if you act up again, we're leaving. And I'm
Hmm.
serious because no
Yep.
amount of money.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. That's a great question. What amount of money, um, like when you're at an amusement park and you're at your wits' end and the kids
Uh-huh.
are not having fun
Right.
and it's meltdown mode, um, how much would you have had to spend to make you stay at that point?
Um Um, the amount of money that it costs to go to Disneyland would
Yeah,
make me stay. The
yeah.
amount of money that it costs to go to Knott's Berry Farm would be like, let's call it a day, guys.
So I should just ask you from now on, are you Knott's Berry Farm mad or are you
Yeah,
like Disney mad?
yeah,
Well, because
that's
like
right.
Knott's Berry Farm, I guess it's like, you used to get in for $14. Like if somebody acts up,
Ah,
you're like, we're out of here. I don't give a shit. But if you're at
yeah,
Disneyland, you're like, I spent $1,500
right.
to be
I
here right
dropped
now.
I dropped a significant portion of my paycheck this month. Right.
This is your Christmas present. And I refuse. Like, I guess that's what's nice about also having a pass, an annual
The Christmas,
pass.
birthday, and anniversary all rolled into one.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself.
I will live medieval times.
That's right.
Well, this is just an Ernest show. I must eat first. No, I mean, I just like, I feel like Ophelia comes into this whole shenanigan thing like a mom
Hmm.
at Disneyland who's had like given her kid everything, but like for whatever reason, they're still being a total
Hmm.
asshole. Like, I'm done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So she
It's
gets bit by the big old
there's a lot of
snake.
frustrating stuff.
Yes. So she
Uh-huh.
basically, the snake is there. Blackwell says, like, run when I tell you to. She doesn't listen. She runs anyway. Then the snake comes after
Yes.
her, bites her. Then does Blackwell take her back to her room? And she starts to
Yeah. Hey,
fade off, right?
I want to go. I want to go back a minute.
How dare you?
So she
Don't
has.
tell me what to do.
Yeah. So she's in this dining hall and she confronts Cade and Bo for being jerks, right?
Yeah.
They basically like caused the demise of people
Yeah,
and
major
other people in
beetle.
the maze because they woke
Yep.
up the hellhound and all that stuff. And Cade
Oh
he
shit, that's
grabs
right.
her
Yes.
and she becomes immaterial. You know, uh she basically like fades or whatever, and uh he basically misses her arm,
Yes.
or she
She disappears. She basically
yeah,
goes, she vaporizes, kind of.
yeah, and it happens a couple of times. But my question is are we to is it implied that Blackwell is giving her this power, or is this part
Oh,
of her power set?
I thought it was part of her power.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because at first, I mean, she's surprised by it. There are certain things that she can do. She can sort of like blast like raw energy at the hellhound in
Yeah.
order to escape. She
Oh,
has
right.
this healing factor, but she's surprised at this at what happens when Cade grabs her and she's able to basically slip through his grasp
Yeah.
by becoming, you know, basically like, you know, losing her material form. And then I
Doesn't
think
he go to stab
he
her?
goes, yeah, he goes to stab her. At that point I think it's a little more obvious that Blackwell is doing this because he has made his presence known at that point. And
Mm.
there's certain ways that he that she can see him, but other people can't.
Right.
I think there's like levels to how Blackwell can manifest himself. I think he can be there and she can't see him, and then there's
Right.
times when only she can see him, and then there's other times when he can make himself materialize and you know and then he also confronts Cade and says you're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna mess with her.
Do you think
You
she
know.
summons him by sitting on her hand and holding on until it starts being
Huh?
numb?
Yep. And that's how you get the stranger.
That's how the stranger comes. You sit on your hand until it starts to
Yep.
get numb, and then Blackwell shows up. I
Yep.
think that's exactly what happens. No, remember how he
And
told her? Yeah.
for anyone listening, and for anyone listening, they should immediately Google the stranger, the rusty trombone, and Dirty Sanchez.
Yep. And reverse cowgirl.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh,
I
uh-huh.
don't. Is that an old one? That's probably
That's
out of
right.
fashion now. Remember how he was like
It's a
telling her to, like, sorry, I
yeah.
digress as usual.
Hmm.
But you know
Okay.
how he was like, don't ask like what the house can do for you, but
Hmm.
going like Robert Kennedy, like, I'm going JFK on this. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country, or
Uh-huh.
whatever. Well, he was like, don't think about what the house can help you with or not help you with, or the people in the house can help you with or not help you with. Like, ask how you can be used by them for their
Hmm.
gain. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I do. I remember that. Yeah.
So I wonder if Blackwell's like especially interested her at this point, just
Hmm.
because she's got special necromancy powers. So
Yeah.
I bet there's going to be kind of like a back and forth about
Hmm.
her not trusting his like genuine love for her.
Mm. Yes.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I'd give up 10 years though. I don't know.
Yeah.
Would
No,
you give up is there anything you'd give up 10 years of your life for
um,
besides methamphetamine?
yeah.
No offense.
um, yeah, let's see, 10 years. I mean, putting myself in Ophelia's shoes, if we're talking about escaping this nine circles of hell and saving her sister, I think that makes sense, you know. But
True.
other than that, you know, and getting this magical gift,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
guess I'd do it for my kid,
right?
my family. That was actually like, not.
Uh,
Oh man, that's a real question.
what if what if the magical gift was a discount on a timeshare?
Wait, do I have to listen to a presentation first?
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say
You get
no.
you get through the nine circles of hell. You're bloody, you're beaten. You're like, I made it, I survived. And this Devil's Dell guy comes out and says, well, let me tell you, have you ever owned your vacation?
And they're like, look at all of our properties.
That's right.
Maui.
New Orleans. I live in New Orleans.
Yeah, exactly. Southern California.
That's right.
Yay. Costa Rica. And then you never really go.
Uh-huh.
And then you try and sell it to your relatives.
That's right.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so basically she's just been chewed on by a snake,
Mm-hmm.
and Blackwell is intrigued by her. She's
Uh-huh.
having fantasies about him. We
Yep.
have yet to have any sort of real like
Mm-hmm.
spur moments,
Yeah.
but that's
He,
okay. I mean, the writing is good in my
yeah.
opinion. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. She hallucinates Genevieve. That's a
Oh yeah.
pivotal part of this thing that happens. I think it's because of the snake venom.
Yes, she thinks
Yeah.
she hears her sister.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that I mean, that has to be a hallucination. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
don't see that being like her sister's actually there. Do
Yeah.
you think her?
No, no, I don't think so. I think you're right. I think that's a hallucination. And I think the person who saves her, brings her back to her room is Blackwell, but I think it would be interesting if it's someone different.
What if
Yeah.
it's like Lucy
Mm-hmm. It
and
could
she's,
be.
yeah.
We don't find out in the section that we've read so far, we don't find out that happens to Lucy, what happens to Lucy. They talk about how people in the maze who are in danger are are um end up making deals with the devil Zell, and
Yes.
so my prediction is that's what happened to Lucy. She was in imminent danger, and she had to make a deal with the devil in order to survive.
Do you think we know who is making a deal with the devil?
I don't think so. Not yet. Because basically we've only encountered the four people who escaped the maze, and none of them had to make a deal with the devil. So my thought is that some of those people are going to end up coming back. And my guess is Lucy, since she's kind of the only other person that we know. I guess there's a woman with a nose ring.
Oh yeah, the one with the have her
Yeah.
septum
Uh-huh.
pierced.
A septum piercing. I, and
Yes.
and I can't think of well, there's a lot of other people who kind of act snobby and make remarks, but I don't think we ever find out their name. I'm not exactly sure if they're just there for sort of the vibe or if they're,
Yeah.
actual characters that we're gonna encounter later, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Those I think I read that there was like three girls and three men
Mm-hmm.
that were participating in the cheese and sour cream portion of the
Mm.
dip. I'm just gonna make
Okay.
this dip analogy happen.
Yeah.
I want you to know that I'm really gonna push that.
Okay. That's right.
No, yeah, no, you're right. There's characters,
Yeah.
yeah, that's where we're at.
Oh,
We're
I
gonna find
just
out more.
I just remembered my greatest fear. It's dairy.
Oh, oh, that has to do with your bowels. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yep.
Dairy.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, that was, I mean, I think it's gonna, I like it. It's good.
Yeah.
I
I
like
like
it.
the writing. I like the mystery. I love
Yeah.
the fact that this is like that this is a competition, so that there's like games, and you sort of find
Yes.
out what the you know what the strategy is to survive the game.
Right.
The stakes are pretty high. It's like every the Ophelia's. We don't
Yeah.
want we obviously we want our heroine to survive. We want to make sure that her sister survives. So I'm
Yes.
interested to see where this goes. I think there's a lot of potential. I think what drives the story forward from here on out is going to be the creativity of all of these competitions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for a bone spur.
Yeah.
That's really,
That's
I mean, you know,
yeah.
let's be real. I
Yeah.
also really hope that the deals with the devil
Hmm.
are like you must run naked through New Orleans.
Hmm.
That's what I'm hoping it is.
Mhm.
Because I have
Yeah.
played some really devilish games of truth or dare. Thankfully, I've
Yeah.
never had to streak. It was always like, truth, who do you like? This person.
Right. Um,
Yes. Well, what do you want to
yeah.
do you want to grease us up for what's happening next time?
Yeah, next episode, we're gonna do night 3 of Phantasma, which includes level 2 of the whole competition. It seems like a pretty big section, so I'm expecting a lot to happen during this during the next few these next pages, and we'll have a lot to discuss next episode.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Get it. But if find somebody, oh, I was also going to ask you if you've had a really dirty roommate before.
Um. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I do, and
Yeah.
I'm still in touch with him. Yeah.
Can you state
It
his
was
name, full name for
yeah,
the jury,
Frank.
sir?
Frank, I'm calling you out. One time he went to yeah, he went to the grocery store and he got one of those like rotisserie chickens
Uh-huh.
and he
Oh.
left like a chicken carcass in our kitchen
Oh,
like for I think about like a week or something.
no, he did
He,
not.
he's also been in the military. Like so he would so
What?
sometimes so I think that was probably when he like ate the chicken and then had to leave
That's kind.
that. So he does have a little bit of excuse, but that's the type of stuff that he would do like all the time.
That's a
Um,
really kind version of
yeah.
that story. Jason, you've got a heart of gold.
But I'm really messy too. That's
Are you?
yeah, so I've been the dirty roommate for like mostly,
What?
but yeah, Frank beats me. Yeah.
Wait, messy or dirty? That's different.
I'd say I'm more messy. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I'm not gonna ever hug you again.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm just kidding, but
Je-
there is a distinct
Jenny,
difference. What?
Jenny, I bathe like 3 times a week. It's totally fine.
So does my kid.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
because
right.
I have had some interesting messy situations. My dog
Uh-huh.
has eaten an actual entire chicken carcass with the
Oh,
bones. Did I
yeah.
tell you that?
Whoa.
Not
No, hope
not
he's
this dog.
okay. Oh
No,
yeah.
no, he's dead.
Yeah.
No, he
Monty,
ate,
right?
yeah, he ate an
Yeah.
entire chicken carcass,
Oh, poor
bones and
Monty.
all. And then we
Yep.
called the vet and we were like, what do we do? They said give him bread and rice and
Mm.
give him so much that his like organs kind of puff out
Yeah.
so that way the bones can move through his body.
Oh, wow.
So that little shit
Uh-huh.
was the happiest mother effer.
Oh, right, right. Because you're just feeding him.
Just he was like a pig in shit. He
Oh my
was
gosh.
so thrilled.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I did good. And he's
Yeah.
like sitting in the corner with this big ass stomach. I think I have a picture of it. I'll need to show it to you.
Oh my gosh.
It's hilarious.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I love it. It's great.
Oh.
Ew, yucky. And well, we'll see you next week and down on dirty roommates, man.
Oh, I think I lost you there.
Oh no, you cut out?
Yeah, can you say that again?
Yeah, I forgot.
Oh.
Well, I just said well, see you next week and then down on dirty roommates, especially really bloody ones that leave blood all over the house.
Yeah, I definitely hope that there isn't a bloody ghoul emerging from my bathtub tomorrow morning.
I have so many thoughts that are very
Yeah.
inappropriate.
Blah.
Okay,
All right.
you understand.
Yep.
Okay, till next time, crew.
Hey, Chubbers. Aaron here. We want to hear from you. So send us your book recommendations to bookchubpod@gmail.com. That's bookchubpod @gmail.com. Mwah.
In the shadows where the whispers stay, she walks the halls, lost in dismay. A phantom's gaze cuts through the night, drawing her close, dimming the light. Its presence lingers, a bittersweet bind. In a haunted mansion, their fates intertwine. Echoes of love in the moon's soft glow, a dance with the dark where no one should go.